The Young and the Restless Spoilers Monday full recap May 18, 2026. Welcome back to the channel. You guys, today is Tuesday, and it is a rainy, gloomy day out there. Grab a coffee, or maybe something stronger, because we have a lot of ground to cover today. Let's just dive right into the madness. So let's talk about Devin and Mariah first. Because honestly, I am fuming. I am just fuming sitting here thinking about it. It has been a whole month since Mariah took that plea deal. A whole month of her sitting in that sterile, quiet mental health facility, trying to get her head straight after the whole Dominic kidnapping nightmare. And we all know she was sick. She was deeply unwell. Her mind just broke after being a surrogate. She thought she was protecting that baby. But Devin does not care. He just does not care at all. Devin shows up at the facility, and for a second, a tiny, stupid second, I thought maybe he was there to offer some grace. Maybe he remembered that they used to be close, that they actually had a romantic history once upon a time, that he loved her once, but nope. He walks in there, and the air just drops 10 degrees. It is freezing. Mariah looks at him, and you can see she is trying so hard. She apologizes. She pours her heart out. She tells him about her treatment progress and how she is trying to heal, how she wants to get back to Tessa and Arya. And Devin just stands there like a brick wall. A really angry, unforgiving, billionaire brick wall. And then he does it. He hands her an envelope. Just slides it over to her, and my jaw literally hit the floor. What is in the envelope? Is it a restraining order? Is it that petition he filed to get her sentence appealed and throw her in an actual prison? You guys, whatever it is bad. It is so bad. It is going to completely derail her recovery. I mean, what was he thinking, kicking a woman when she is already locked up in a mental health ward? It just feels cruel. And Abby is going to lose her mind when she finds out. Abby actually defended Mariah staying in the hospital. Abby, the mother of the baby Mariah took. If Abby can show some mercy, why can't Devin? It is going to cause so much trouble between Devin and Abby. And honestly, Devin deserves the backlash. He really does. Wait, maybe I'm being too harsh on Devin. He did have his kid taken. That is traumatizing. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean? He is a father protecting his son, but still. The timing is just brutal. It makes him look so vindictive. And speaking of brutal, let's pivot to the GCAC, because Daniel is sitting at the bar, and he is just moping, full-on sad boy mode, poking at his drink, staring into the void, looking like he lost his best friend. And then Christine walks in, which, by the way, Christine is just walking around after that whole dramatic court arrest thing with the fake AI evidence. I guess she is out on bail or dealing with the fallout, but she spots her stepson and goes over. She asks him what is wrong. And Daniel just looks at her, looking so defeated, and asks if she has heard from his dad. Danny is missing. Danny Romolodi, the rock star, the legend, is just gone. No texts, no calls. Radio silence, and Daniel and Christine are starting to panic. And they should panic. Because this is Genoa City, and people don't just lose their phones. They get kidnapped, or trapped in basements, or thrown in the lake. And the timing is what is making me crazy. Because Matt Clark has escaped again. Yes, you heard me. Matt Clark, the guy who was just torturing Nick and Sharon in Vegas, the guy faking amnesia, the guy who causes literal nightmares for the Newman family. He is loose. And who has he been buddy-buddy with lately? Phyllis Summers. So now my brain is spinning. Is Phyllis's new friend Matt the reason her ex-husband Danny is missing? Did Matt do something to Danny to mess with Christine? Or to mess with Phyllis? It is all connected. I can feel it. They are going to start searching for Danny, But I am terrified of what they are going to find. Matt is unhinged. He is completely unhinged, and if he has his hands on Danny, this is going to get really dark, really fast. But let's talk about Phyllis. Oh, Phyllis, Phyllis, Phyllis. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? Michael Baldwin has been bending over backwards trying to save her from Victor's AI evidence trap. Victor and Victoria have her backed into a corner. They want Summer's corpse, and they have these fake emails that look completely real. The evidence against her looks flawless to the digital forensics people. She is facing serious prison time. And Michael is sitting there trying to talk sense into her, trying to come up with a legal strategy to keep her out of an orange jumpsuit. And what does Phyllis do? She fires him. She literally fires the only lawyer in town who actually cares about her as a human being. They get into this massive screaming match. Michael is just staring at her like she has grown a second head. And I am staring at my screen doing the exact same thing. Michael is wondering what she is plotting. Because Phyllis always has a plot. But let's be real. Let's just be completely honest for a second. When has Phyllis ever gone rogue and had it actually work out perfectly? Never. It always backfires. It backfires so spectacularly. She thinks she can handle Victor Newman and Matt Clark all by herself. She is spiraling. She is feral right now. She is isolating herself from Lauren, from Michael, from everyone who could actually throw her a lifeline. I think she is planning to use Matt Clark as a weapon against the Newmans to get her redemption, but using Matt Clark is like trying to put out a fire with a bucket of gasoline. It is going to explode in her face. I love Phyllis, I really do, but she is her own worst enemy. She is just destroying her own life right now, piece by piece. And you know who else is destroying their own life? Jack Abbott. I can't even with Jack right now. Kyle is walking around the Abbott mansion, practically pulling his hair out, and I do not blame him one bit. Kyle is furious that Patty Williams is still in town. Patty, the woman who poisoned Summer, the woman who has a history of severe, violent mental instability. She is just wandering around Genoa City, and Kyle wants her gone. Especially after she blew up Jack and Diane's marriage. Diane catching Jack in bed with Patty on that boat, and then catching him with Nikki. Diane is ready to file for divorce, and the whole marriage is in the trash. So Kyle confronts Jack. He goes right up to his dad and demands to know what is going on. And Jack actually admits it. He admits that he is manipulating Patty. He is keeping her around and stringing her along on purpose. Why? Because he wants revenge on Victor Newman. Victor helped Diane set Jack up. Victor has been messing with him, and Jack wants to expose Victor. And he thinks Patty is the key to doing that. Kyle is horrified. His worst fears are confirmed. He tells Jack this is insane, and it is insane. Jack is standing there, looking all smug, telling Kyle that he has the situation completely under control. Under control? Jack, are you listening to yourself? You do not control Patty Williams. Nobody controls Patty Williams. She is obsessed with Jack. She has always been obsessed with Jack. And when Patty feels betrayed, people get hurt. People get seriously, physically hurt. Jack is playing with fire. He is playing with a nuclear bomb. He thinks he is this master manipulator who can outsmart Victor Newman by using a deeply unstable woman as a pawn. But Patty is going to figure it out. She is going to realize Jack doesn't really love her, that he is just using her to get to Victor. And when she does, oh boy, it is going to be a bloodbath. Jack is going to regret the day he ever thought he could play games with Patty Williams. It is just so frustrating to watch these characters make the same mistakes over and over again. Jack and his hubris, Phyllis and her self-sabotage, Devin and his stubborn, cold anger. It feels like everyone in Genoa City is just racing toward the edge of a cliff and refusing to hit the brakes. Nick literally just crashed his car off a cliff because of Matt Clark's drugs, and you'd think that would be a wake-up call for the whole town that life is fragile. But no, everyone is just doubling down on their petty revenge plots and their anger. I don't know, guys. I am just tired. I am sitting here, staring at my screen, looking at all these storylines, and I feel like I need a nap. But I also can't look away. Because as much as I want to yell at Jack, and as much as I want to shake Phyllis by the shoulders, I care about these characters. I have been watching them for so long. I just want them to win sometimes, you know? But this week is all about the downfall. Mariah is going to have to fight for her life and her freedom all over again because of whatever Devin put in that envelope. Daniel and Christine are going to be frantically searching for Danny, and I swear, if Matt Clark has hurt him, I am going to lose it. Phyllis is going to march into court without Michael Baldwin and probably get herself thrown in a cell. And Jack is going to get exactly what is coming to him when Patty inevitably snaps. It is a mess. A beautiful, chaotic, stressful soap opera mess. And I will be right here covering every single second of it, even if it gives me gray hairs. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I totally off base about Devin? Is Phyllis actually a genius and I'm just not seeing it? Tell me I'm not crazy, because sometimes this show makes me feel like I am losing my mind right along with them.